What's going on, Pisces? I hope you are doing very well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be a reading for March 21st to the 27th, 2022. And in this reading, Pisces, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy, some things you don't see coming, and we're also going to get some advice from your spirit guides and much more. So, first things first, you are definitely very welcome here in this space with me, Pisces, as we move through this reading. I appreciate you taking the time to check out the reading, Pisces, for sure. And if you find that this resonates with you, don't forget to like and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into your reading for the 21st to the 27th and see what wants to come through. Give me a moment, Pisces, and we will pull the energy. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for Pisces. Ooh. Okay. Right, let's go ahead and see what wants to come through for you here, Pisces. Give me a moment while I lay out these cards. Okay, Pisces. Very interesting energy coming through. Your opportunity slot for this week, the 21st to the 27th, is the Three of Pentacles here, and your challenge is the Knight of Swords. Okay, so keep that in mind, your opportunity and your challenge. But we move here into your overall general energy. We have the Fool card, the Death card, and also the Page of Cups. It looks like there's going to be something that's coming to an end here that maybe you didn't see coming. This could be an argument with someone, Pisces, this week. You have the Five of Wands, the Five of Swords, and also the Eight of Cups in what you don't see coming, along with the challenge being the Knight of Swords. So this is something where I think in an interpersonal relationship for you, something could really be changing, okay? Because in your overall energy, whenever you have the Fool and also the Death card, that's exiting one cycle of your life and moving into a completely different one. That's like just like a complete timeline shift, Pisces, right? That's major. Also, you have the Page of Cups, though. So it's almost like the energy I'm sensing with the Page of Cups here in the overall energy is like something happens. It's almost like maybe there's some sort of truth that comes out about the relationship you're in with an individual, and it's almost like you just laugh at this, okay? So something comes to an end, you step into something new, okay? Maybe working with new people because the opportunity is the Three of Pentacles as well, but it's almost like you can just laugh at it. So Pisces, I know that you are a very expanded energy sign, so you're able to hold space for polarity. And there's a quote by Alan Watts that I think goes really good with it. I might butcher it, but it's like, man suffers only because he takes seriously what the gods made for fun. So you're able to kind of, with the Fool energy and the Page of Cups, almost like laugh at this incident and just move on, because in what you don't see coming, you have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups, talks all about letting go. Could have to do with abandonment, though, because the Five of Swords, the Five of Wands, the number 5 is all about conflict. And so there's some sort of conflict this week that you don't see coming that causes you to disconnect. Okay, Pisces. This could also represent like seeking the truth about like what went wrong. Change, introspection, that type of thing. So just be aware of that. There's some sort of like major conflict here. Now we move down here to the advice from our spirit guides. We have the Queen of Cups, the Page of Wands, and also the Two of Pentacles here, Pisces. So the Queen of Cups is very much in alignment with that Page of Cups energy, where the advice is to kind of, the Queen of Cups is someone who can kind of like hold space for someone in kind of a superior position to them emotionally, almost like being like a mother to a child here. You may be dealing with someone who's acting very childish with the Page of Cups in this conflict. This could be like a very this could be to do with your children for some of you if you're a mother. But for most of you, the Queen of Cups in your advice is almost to, to take the high road and just to kind of like laugh at someone and allow them, and like you kind of like know they're getting away with something, but you just like let them do it and you just kind of take the high road here. Now, the Page of Wands, I think, is all about taking advantage of the opportunity of this ending here, because the Knight of Swords is your challenge, so it may be difficult for you to... It may be easy for you to disconnect, but then when you disconnect from whatever this drama is, it's like, okay, well, where do I go from here? The Page of Wands is here. Also, the Two of Pentacles. You may have a decision to make, okay? You may have trying to find balance, like your values may be changing because of what happened here. This is like kind of questioning things, but this affords you some sort of opportunity to have more fun in your life, even though you perceive it as challenging. Like the opportunity is the Three of Pentacles and the advice is the Page of Wands from Spirit. So this is definitely to not let this setback, not let this ending like put you into hermit mode. I don't think that's what the universe is actually trying to say here. I think you're meant to push forward and almost just like brush this off. Now, I usually wouldn't say that, but I think Pisces, because you are such an expanded sign, you could say, I think that, you can understand what I'm saying. But without further ado, let's go ahead and clarify some of these cards here and really get into this reading. So let's go ahead and clarify why the Three of Pentacles is your opportunity this week for the 21st to the 27th. So this is all about expansion, maybe in your career. If something ends, a lot of you could be shifting careers. This could be something goes south in the workplace and, you decide to let go of one thing for another in that department. But why is the Three of Pentacles here for Pisces, the opportunity? Maybe learning a new skill is the opportunity here, because you do have the Fool jumping right into that. Okay, you have the Strength card here for the opportunity. So I think this is something that your soul is calling you to do. You see the Three of Pentacles right in the middle of the Strength and the Fool. So this is something that may not be easy for you to do, but it's something that I think it's a skill, either a hobby or being around certain people, being in a certain area where you can collab. Like there's something you're meant to go in this direction instead of, like now that you've let this thing go with this immature individual potentially, you have all these options, but for some reason it's hard for you potentially with that Strength card because you're moving through a very difficult situation with grace, and that's what the Strength card is all about. It's all about taming the ego. You see how the woman is like closing the mouth of the lion. So it's all about not letting your ego get in the way of like you pushing forward and doing what you have to do and not letting this crush you, embodying that Queen of Cups energy, who's very like assured of themselves and whole and complete in and of themselves emotionally. Okay, so let's go ahead also and clarify why this this Death card is here. Any more relevant information for Pisces? Okay, yeah, the Death card is clarified by the Eight of Cups. We now have the message repeating here with the Eight of Cups, Pisces. So, this is a situation that it's just dead in the water. Something occurs, that you don't see coming that it's almost like it forces you to leave. You see the Eight of Cups twice here. So, the Eight of Cups talks all about like maybe even choosing a minimalist lifestyle, like walking away from something that has value, but your soul wants expansion here and it can't stay within the limitations of this good thing that you have going because something happens, something changes this week. The challenge with the Knight of Swords, maybe someone breaks away from you here in the relationship and you're just like, okay, if they're not into it, I'm just like not into it anymore either. For some of you, if it's like a less dramatic confrontation is what I sense. So just be aware of that. But let's also go ahead and move here and see why the Five of Swords is right here in what you don't see coming, and this is the centerpiece to your reading. So that's why I keep saying there could be someone who doesn't really have your best interest in hand, and you finally realize that, or some sort of action is taken against you, maybe even involving other people, because the Five of Wands is here. Why is the Five of Swords here? One thing I want to say before we clarify it, the Five of Swords to the Five of Wands is like, the analogy I use is like, let's say like you're like sparring someone, like in like martial arts training, you're sparring someone, and like everyone agrees that like we're just training, we're not trying to take each other's heads off, right? Like no punching each other that hard to where we're trying to kill each other, and we agree with that, and then like someone comes in and they just like, they take it to the next level and it gets like serious when it was meant to be like some sort of training. So this could have to do with your work, if that analogy makes sense. Now you have the Six of Pentacles the Six of Coins to clarify the Five of Swords. So there could be, you know, someone who just is giving other people more attention than you. The Five of Wands is about competition, and the Six of Pentacles is about like balance, but it also can represent like a lack of balance. And I think that's why, you know, the Five of Swords is here, bringing in that like negative reversal type energy to this card. So there's a lack of balance here, and that's funny enough what the Eight of Cups is all about, right? They could have been stacked evenly, these cups, but there's 5 over here and there's 3 over here instead of being even, 4 on 4. So there's a lack of balance here, and it's almost like you just realize it and you're just gonna like be like, okay, like this is what it is, and you're okay with it. Now, you may still miss this person for a while, like even if it's a coworker, if it's not had to do with love, but let's also clarify why the Five of Wands is here. Okay, Five of Cups, we got all these fives. Why is the Five of Wands here in your what you don't see coming? I'm not really getting like a big energy. Like I don't think anyone's cheating on you here if you're in a relationship. I think it's more like mental, like a mental game that's going on. Could be financial as well, obviously, with the Six of Coins. Could be financial. Two of Pentacles here as well. Three of Pentacles and the opportunity. Oh, wow. So the Five of Wands is clarified by the Queen of Cups. So why do we have so many repeating cards? Look at this. The Eight of Cups, now the Queen of Cups twice, and what you don't see coming. So I don't know. This is somewhere where like someone just does something where you just have to be the bigger person and like realize this person may be acting out of fear if they choose to like move in a certain direction. Or maybe the Queen of Cups also talks about spiritual awareness and understanding, Pisces. So maybe you have a deep spiritual awareness, for some of you, if you're at this advanced level, to where you realize that going in a new direction is actually in some sort of expansion. It's actually in this person's best interest, and maybe you sense that. So if you're very spiritual and you're in a relationship with this person, and you just, you know, you both realize that the expansion is elsewhere, then maybe this is two different energies just going in a different direction. Because I mean, look at this, Pisces. The Eight of Cups is moving this way. The Queen of Cups is facing the other way. So this is like a breakup energy of between you and a person or a relationship. But it's almost like the expansion is just there. So maybe it's not as ugly as I'm saying. For others of you, this very well could be, though. But you just, the Queen of Cups is you have to endure it. You have to be the bigger person and be like sensitive to like, you know, everyone just does things because it makes them think they will feel better. You know, you could be dealing with kind of like a narcissist energy. But let's also clarify why the Knight of Swords is here in your challenge for the 21st to the 27th, Pisces. Okay, the Knight of Swords is clarified by the Ten of Cups here. So your challenge is, this could be like a very big end to something that was long-term, to something that you thought was going to be long-term, and that would indicate that with the Death card to the Fool, this is a major thing that you probably had in your plans for a long time, whether this be staying in a certain career or like being with someone in some sort of long-term commitment. I think there's like a big break that just kind of like, this could just be like a download that comes to you. Others of you, you're going to find out information that maybe someone communicates with you. They want to, it's like almost like someone has a different vision. Like your vision is not lining up anymore here. So just be aware of that, Pisces. So let's also move down here to the advice from your spirit guides. And let's clarify why this Queen of Cups is here. Especially since it came out twice. Why is the Queen of Cups here for you, Pisces? Like, I just love, like, this is just like a beautiful spread with the 8 of Cups twice, the Queen of Cups twice. I like that. Synchronicity. Okay. But you know, synchronicities are starting to get so normal. Like, a few years ago, I would have been like, oh my God, look at these cards. Now I'm just like, it is what it is. Okay, what the hell? Okay, the Queen of Cups is clarified by the Page of Cups, and if you recall, the Page of Cups is right under the 8 of Cups. A lot of emotional shit going on, I'll tell you that, with all these cups, but the Page of Cups to the Queen of Cups, yeah, you're just, this either has to do with you, and maybe you're a child if you're a mother, like I said before, but if not, you're dealing with a very immature person, and Spirit wants you to know that, and Spirit wants you to know, like, just take the high road, be the bigger person. Realize that this person is probably acting out of their own trauma, whatever they're running to. Or, once again, it's something you realize, like maybe there's just an incompatibility here. Someone's too immature for you. Whether this be a financial setup, a love setup, whatever the setup is, you know. It's crazy reading, though. So, let's also just go ahead and clarify why this Page of Wands is here in your advice. Spirit, why is this Page of Wands here for you, Pisces? Okay, the Page of Wands is clarified by the World. I mean, like, this is the most consistent reading ever. The Fool, the Death, and now the World card. The World card talks about like coming to the end of a journey, and that's indicated by the Fool and the Death card, but it also indicates a certain reward. So the World could represent, you know, getting financial benefits. Maybe someone was cheating you out of money before, and now that's just like, that's over, whether that be in a job or a relationship. But it shows you that you're ready to take the next the next jump into some sort of new social circle up here with the opportunity to 3 of Pentacles, some sort of new career, love situation, but you're going to have to be strong to do this, but it is your time. The World, this is not in your control, okay? So just go with the flow here, and don't worry about making a decision too much here, is what I would say. Go with the flow, because this is happening for you and not to you. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, Pisces. If you did, and you want more information on your situation or your life in general, feel free to book a personal reading with me. You can find the information on that in the description box underneath this video. But either way, I appreciate you, and I hope you enjoyed this very synchronistic reading. Hope you have a great week. Talk to you next time. Peace.